Hello, I'm Robert Dakota of Worldviews Media, and I'm here to introduce you once again to Kevin Petrilli. Could you speak a little bit about the Lodge? And, you know, we were talking before how that related to the ARC technology, and how you see that it's similar, what's going on in the Lodge?
What little bit I've seen and know about this ARC technology reminds me of what, in a sense, I'm trying to achieve in a natural setting, using the natural elemental forces at all of our disposal, and bringing them together in a focal point, which is the Lodge or the Kiva, to create a focal point of energy in this space that didn't exist before, by drawing in all of these natural elemental forces and focusing them in one point, creating this natural energy field within the structure. Creates an energy wave. Closest I can describe it would be a standing wave. And then once an individual, myself, or a group, we go in there with an intent for prayer, meditation, ceremony, healing, a sweat, because it's also a sweat lodge. We are bringing our energy into this energy field, this standing wave, this amplifier, and with our intent for it, the purpose we are there for, to be amplified and broadcast within the structure and possibly out from that structure. But it's mainly for developing our own individual skills to become more aware of our energetic interconnection with the space that's all around us, and how that influences us, our health, decisions we make, our mental processes, and how with understanding and training, self-training and self-understanding of our relationships through using structures like this, other temples, sacred places, standing stones, or the natural environment like of Sedona, the canyons, the forests, the vortex energy points, to develop and grow as human beings to our next evolutionary biological level, without, in this day and age, any outside added technologies to enhance our development. We can do it all on our own. History has shown that. We've got stories and legends of holy people and sacred prophets and medicine people who have reached various levels of this awareness throughout our history. And we are now in a time of change and changing cycles, a galactic change. So the understanding of ourselves and our energetic dynamics that is latent, sleeping, if you will, within all of us, we need to wake that up. And unfortunately, I have not seen a lot in our society, our social order, our desires in our entertainment, our environment that can teach us anything about this. It seems like we're getting further and further away from our own self-awareness. It's almost as if we are at the point in this time of change of a continuing evolution, and we as a species seem to be evolving into different branches of ourselves, and we're not really given the real truths or opportunities to make a conscious choice about which direction we should go in. It's almost as if we, as a people, as a species, have lost our spirituality. I don't mean religion. I mean our sense of this greater connection to the world around us, to all that is around us that we are not aware of, but we can be. And there are those on these various levels that are trying to help us, but then there are other forces that are working against that. It's always been that way. There's always been that balance, the yin and the yang, the good and the evil, the dark and the light, and you can attach whatever you want to it. It's just the balance of things and the rhythms of the world we live in, the universe we live in, and we're going through one of those cycle changes now. And it's this time of change that's really motivated me to get to work and to finish my lodge so that I can start to use it, not only for my own growth and development and awareness, but that of others, but also I will be able to use the structure and the energy that this structure focuses in my other work of creating my power pieces, tools, my amulets, in empowering them to the next degree to put out there for those people that they belong to aid them in their journey in this time of change.
Can you speak a little bit to that time of change and what it has to do with relationship to the galactic plane?
This is a galactic cycle, and it's happening no matter what humans do, want to do, don't want to do. It's the process, and we're along for the ride, so get used to it. This is a rhythm that takes place every so many tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of years. Galactic clock is slow in its movements compared to human lifespan, which is like that. In the galactic, in our galaxy, the Milky Way, our solar system, our sun, all its planets, the solar system, Sol, we are along for the ride in one of the outer bands of the Milky Way galaxy. Now, it's not a straight ride, and we are moving through space at an incredible velocity here. And we are spinning like a top, a corkscrew, as we move through space. And then not only is our solar system spinning and our sun is spinning, but then you add the Earth spinning as it spins. So all these dynamic forces at work here. And as we move through the galaxy, the planet is not on a straight line. It moves in a rhythm, up and down. And right in the middle is the galactic equator, the zone belt of the Milky Way. And for the last 6,000 to 8,000 years of human civilization, we have been below that galactic plane on our way up through the evolutionary period of our civilization, of human development, and so on. 2012, as the Maya laid it out, we hit that midpoint. We're at the galactic plane now, and we are rising. We are moving above the plane in our galaxy. The harmonies, the rhythms, the energy dynamics are different above and below this equilibrium line. So we are now evolving into this new age, and it will take ages to get up to its crest, its high point, at which, going by the past, it will be a time, a new golden age for the human species. At which point, at that point, when we get there, we will be off planet. We will be living on other worlds, other planets. We will be a spacefaring race at that time, because this is a ways down the galactic road before we get there. But we're just starting. And the rhythms, the harmonies that our civilization has built itself on, from Babylon through Persia, through Egypt and Greece, through Central and South America, all these civilizations grew, developed, declined during this lower evolutionary process in the galactic rhythm as we were moving through and evolving upward from that low point. Human civilization, human development started to develop. We get up to the mid-range, and all these civilizations advanced for their time started popping up around the world. And then we evolved to where we are now in our technology, and we have come to this midpoint where now we are above the galactic equator. The rhythm is changing. The harmonies are changing. It's a higher frequency. The old rhythms are still there, but they're going out of phase as the new harmonics come in. So you've got this overlap right now, this bit of conflict between the harmonies and the energies of what is coming, the new and the old fading out. As we have evolved with this old rhythm and are evolving into the new, for some, the old patterns are so ingrained that they just can't change, and it creates a tension in every stage of our existence as humans throughout our society. And we see that now from individuals and mental health issues with especially our young, who are trying to cope with this crazy new world of ours. And you start to see it in all the other social systems that our society was based on, in our finances, our politics, our religion, that we're getting further and further apart. The tensions are building, but there is a bright side to it. There is an awakening in younger generations, in the middle-aged generation, and in the elderly generation. With this new harmony, it is awakening certain rhythms. And with what we understand of neuroscience and the way the brain is reacting, we know that radio frequencies, electrical stimulation, can awaken or dull or stimulate various parts of the nervous system, the brain, the immune system, and so on. And many healers of the past have talked about these various processes. But as the energies of our planet changes, as the energies of our climate changes, the energy of our sun changes. Right now we're at solar maximum. It is putting out its maximum amount of power on top of everything else that's going on. And this is adding to the tension energetically to our planet and everything going on our planet. So all this that's going on, the climate change, the tension between peoples, between countries, is all a symptom, a part of this changing process we're going into. We need to realize that though this is changing all around us and this is all going on, that if we stay focused and centered on who we are and calming ourselves with this, just sitting and trying to attune to it a little at a time. Within your own home, within a natural environment, go out into nature is always the best for retuning the body to the natural rhythms, even as they're changing. The earth is changing with these rhythms. Those rhythms are broadcast through the antennas of the earth, through its plants, its soil, its atmosphere. And we are bringing these energies into us. If we sit with them just quietly for a short period of time, just go out into a beach, a mountain, a forest, and sit on a rock or under a tree or by the coast for an hour, and that'll realign your body's systems to the earth rhythms for at least 3 to 4 weeks. And once you're back in that balance, then things start to calm down in your mind, in your body. You start to get a sense again of, okay, I'm back in a little bit of control here. I've got a little more rational understanding of what's going on. It's still chaotic and crazy, but for right now, I'm okay with it. My world around me is strong and fine, and I'll take that enthusiasm with me out into the world, and hopefully it'll catch on. Knock on wood.
One more quick question, if you could wrap it up quickly with the summer solstice and the energies of the summer solstice.
Summer solstice energies. Look at the seasons like a clock. Summer solstice is high noon. And the summer solstice is a high energy point, at least for the northern hemisphere. We are in the full array of the sun's energies, the life-giving energies, intensity, and energies of light that are coming down this time of the year are an energetic fuel, a food, if you will, for the soul, but also for the physical. We get energized when this time of year comes around naturally. I mean, you know, if you just paid attention to your feelings with the different seasons, you would see the difference that the seasons have. The energy dynamics of this time of the year is a good time when all this energy is abundant to put into focus and put out there with this energy your intent, your purpose, your goals for yourself, for the day, for an accomplishment, for others. This is the time when we can draw in that energy, and you can utilize this energy. It's actually so simple. It's difficult. A simple adage is that energy follows thought. So if you put your thought and your focus into utilizing that energy for purpose, you can bring the energy of the summer solstice and utilize it for all kinds of purposes. This is why they had ceremonies this time of the year for putting that energy of a group, especially agrarian group, where their livelihood depended on the crops. They would have ceremonies and celebrations utilizing these energies, and through that, the whole group, village, town, putting their thoughts and their energies into their crops for a good crop, good weather. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it's that focus of energy, and that focus comes through every year at certain cycles. It's a rebirth during the winter solstice. It's the uplifting of the summer solstice, and it's the calm and balance and retrospection and insight of spring and autumn equinoxes. I mean, it's more complicated than that, but I've got a timetable here I got to work with, so.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Kevin, and we're looking forward to getting the Wise Guys series going again. And
That'll be fun.
yeah, and we're looking forward to being with you on the 24th. Thank you so much, and we'll catch up with you soon.
All righty.